for the company. We have Rituraj Sinha, the Group MD of SIS, now joining us on the show. Mr. Sinha, thanks so much. Appreciate you giving us your time on ET now. Like I said, 99,000 crores. So let's talk about the overall sectoral view. Do you estimate this sort of growth? If you could just tell me, what is the market size now and how probable is this 99,000 crore rupee level being touched by the market by 2020?
Well, I think the first and most important thing I'd like to share with all the viewers is that the private security market in India has been growing at roughly 18 to 22% each year from the year 2002 onwards. So there's a fairly consistent degree of growth in this sector, and the demand is very inelastic. This growth has happened through the the periods of 2009 and 10, which were relatively slow for the economic environment. Going ahead as well, we are witnessing very strong growth. This growth is driven by 2 or 3 factors. The one factor being enhanced economic activity, whether it's infrastructure spend or expansion of service sector activity, or increase in government spend on various heads. I think all put together, is giving a very secular growth trend for security services, and we honestly believe that we would be at the 1 lakh crore market size by the year 2020, 2021.
Very good to know. 18 to 20% since 2002. It's certainly quite a mean feat by the industry. So, what sort of growth do you estimate you can clock in? And given this opportunity, the size that you just said 1 lakh crore by 2020, how do you plan to capitalize on this? What sort of market will you capture from this 1 lakh crore?
If I talk about the security services business of SIS on a standalone basis, our 9-month result, as we reported earlier, we had, on a year-on-year basis, we had done a 38.5% growth for a 9-month result. I think we are growing 1.5 times to 2 times market growth. And that's been a trend that we have maintained. If you see our last 5-year CAGR, it is upwards of 32-33%. So, obviously as a market leader, SIS is in a pole position to tap the humongous opportunity that the private security market represents, and we have been able to execute in line with that in the past few years.
Okay, analysts believe that companies need to focus more on execution, on rapid expansion. So do you have any such plans? And if you have any capex that has been set aside for the same?
Well, SIS over the years has built out a full-scale branch network. Just in the security services domain itself, we have 153 branches spread across every single state of the country. We are present in 640 districts. We take a micro-market approach. The entire objective is to be, very close to the customer. Security service is a very, very localized business. You need to be close to the customer for 2 reasons. Number one, to keep the customer satisfied and ensure retention. And number 2, also to exploit the opportunity for security services that may emerge in that localized territory itself. So with 153 branches, we have double the number of branches as compared to any other competitor of ours in India. We don't expect to build any new branches because we think that our network is fairly robust. And now it is simply about leveraging the network to tap the opportunity across the country. And as I said earlier, the fact that we are, our 9-month growth is a 38% growth for the 9-month result, and we are looking to close the full year on a very strong number for security services growth in India, purely organically. I think we are very well placed. We have made the investments, and it's now time to reap the harvest.
what I wanted to ask you about, you had mentioned that in FY19, your focus will be on business process re-engineering, reaping full benefits of IOPS. So could you tell us in FY19 what sort of growth? You mentioned very strong growth numbers, more than 30%. Will you be able to continue that in FY19? And also your debt, you were able to pare down your debt significantly. So let's say by the year end or by FY19 end, what will your debt come down to?
Well, I think we have significantly pared down our debt already post the IPO. Our net debt to EBITDA stands at 0.7x. So we have freed up our balance sheet for further rounds of acquisition and acquisition finance as and when the opportunities come up. As regards to the organic development of the business, as I have said, we are growing the first 9-month trend is very healthy. We are very confident that we will close the full year at upwards of 30% growth organically for the India security piece. And the investments that we have made in technology, especially the IOPS operation platform, Sales Max for sales productivity management, and M-Trainer on the training and service quality enhancement. All these investments have been made in the last few years. Our branch network at 153 branches for security services covers the entire span of the country, and we are continuing to see healthy growth across most branches in this year. And as we move ahead for financial year 18-19, we have a fairly robust pipeline for the Q1 already.
Okay, that's great to know then. We look forward, Mr. Sinha, to your FY19 and FY18 numbers as well. Hope to chat with you very soon, and good luck on your growth.